And lo and behold, I was all over the news. I started breaking into houses, breaking into cars, hanging out with gang members. I never got like initiated into the gang, but I was always hanging around with them. I was always hanging around with them. I didn't drink. I didn't like to drink, but I did smoke weed and things like that. And I was always helping them do some type of lick here, there, everywhere. But eventually, it ended up catching up to me, and I ended up getting locked up. And we were in a high-speed chase, and he ended up driving into a field, and we all just jumped off, and everybody ran their own way. So when I ended up going to jail, I was freaking out. I was so scared what was going to happen. But unbeknownst to me, by the time I ended up getting there, booked, and it was already nighttime. And by the time I ended up going into population, the news had already passed. And lo and behold, I was all over the news. And I didn't know. I didn't know. And so as soon as I got into the tank, everybody was like, oh, that's the girl that just passed on the news. And they were all in awe of me. So as soon as I got in, they started asking me questions and what happened. And so I made friends right away. And I was the youngest one out of everybody. So it was to the point where they like took very good care of me. And when I got out with a pending felony case that I had to report. And it actually wasn't even here in Dallas. I went with a boyfriend of mine to the Rio Grande Valley, and we got caught up over there. So when I got out of jail, because he got locked up and his parents didn't want me in his house, so I didn't have anywhere to go. I was 17 and it was adult jail. At that city, 17 was considered an adult. Well, I ended up going back to jail a couple years later because I had 2 years of probation, and the probation officer never told me. And then I guess because of the address or I don't know how that even went, because I'm guessing they should have had my current address, but maybe the probation officer wasn't doing his job, because he didn't even tell me that I had court coming up or whatever, and I ended up missing the court for that. So then there was a warrant for my arrest for that case, and I ended up going to jail again for the second time for that. But the first time I went to jail, I was already like, this is not the life that I want. Like, this is not for me. Like, I need to make changes in my life, because jail is not for me. I don't like it. No, thank you. I felt like God really protected me in there. God really took care of me. So that was my young part of me. And I think from there, that's where I got more into seeking God more.